Actually, this road was used by ISIS to send the fighters and to send the weapons from Mosul to Raqqa. And I saw a report at Al Jazeera channel talking about the Kurdish fighters from Peshmerga, which are fighting against ISIS, that they tried many times to control this road, but the coalition is refused and asked them to go back without controlling this strategic road. They said, why? We are fighting against ISIS and we are trying to make them weaker. So if we cut this very important road, we'll make them weaker. And they said that they tried one time to control this road. Actually, even they can look at the road, they can snapping people who are going across the road, so they can stop these ISIS fighters to go and come back from Raqqa to Mosul. The coalition is refused, and they said, if you go, we will attack you. Keep the way is open and try not to cut it at all. So when we are looking at all of these number of plans attack, all of these numbers of countries which are attacking ISIS, and all of this huge focusing in the media against ISIS, even what are doing by Russia in Syria, and they are saying that they are attacking ISIS. Actually, as the American government said, they even just used 500% against from the power against ISIS. The list of the power used against the Free Syrian Army, against the revolutionaries. So we can understand that there is maybe unwritten or how can I say, unsaying support for Bashar al-Assad, and it can be understood that those people, those countries, talking in the media that they are supporting the revolution, that they are supporting people who are calling for freedom, but it's not the fact. They are supporting the dictator. They are even leaving ISIS being more powerful and controlling more weapons. It's unbelievable for us that ISIS went to Palmyra in Syria, which in the desert, with no how can I say, with no hills, with no mountains. It's very clear, if you want to attack ISIS, especially the fighters who went from Raqqa to Palmyra for more than 100 kilometers, how can they go all of this way, all of those fighters, to control Palmyra and nobody attacking them, and within a few days they controlling all of Palmyra? How can I understand when the Kurdish fighters was fighting against ISIS, had all of this support from the coalition, but when the ISIS attacking the Free Syrian Army or the oppositioners, nobody do any action? For example, my village. When ISIS started to attack my village in the north of Aleppo, the battle continued for more than 20 hours. After ISIS controlled my village, after 12 hours of controlling my village, the coalition came and attacked ISIS. But what they did, they threw some rockets in our village, and I knew from people in my village, which was stay there in that time, that nobody from ISIS died at all. They just destroyed the building, that's it. They destroyed some building. Why? When ISIS attacking the Kurdish groups, they got the support, the Kurdish group getting the support from the coalition. Why we didn't see the same when they are attacking the Free Syrian Army? In the same time, Turkish American government talked about the groups which they are training them from the Free Syrian Army. They trained, I think, 50 person or something like that. From the first day they entered to Syria, they said, oh, they are arrested by Jabhat al-Nusra and all of their weapons are stolen by the Jabhat al-Nusra. How can I believe all of this bullshit? They are lying on us, and they are thinking that we are stupid. We are understanding what everything. Even Condoleezza Rice, one of my friends saw her in Dubai, before more than 1 year, and talked with her, asked her why Obama didn't do any action, why America didn't do any action in order to help Syrian. She said, if you think that we cannot do anything in order to help the Syrian, you are wrong. If we decided to finish Assad, we can finishing him within 2 days. He said, okay, why you didn't do that? She said, I don't know, you should ask this question to Obama. So everybody knows that even if UK want to finish this, they can do it. If America want to finish this, they can do it. More than 60 countries came together to fight against ISIS, and ISIS still be bigger and bigger and still be more powerful. It's not logical thing. All of those countries attacking ISIS and ISIS being more strong. But at the end of the day, we are looking that all of the land which controlled by the Free Syrian Army are now started to be smaller and smaller, because the regime is continuing his attacking for Free Syrian Army, and ISIS is still attacking the Free Syrian Army, and there is more than 120 kilometers between ISIS and between the regime, face to face, without even attacking each other. Both of the regime and the ISIS attacking the Free Syrian Army. So everybody, if he just collects some information about what's going on in the land, he can understand what's happening in Syria, and he can understand that the ISIS is created by the regime and supported by Russia, maybe in indirect way. Maybe you can say, oh my God, Russia just came to attack ISIS. All of these countries come to attack ISIS. But if you look at the land, you will discover the opposite. You will discover that they are attacking empty targets. They are not killing a lot of people from ISIS. Even people who are dying from ISIS, they are very simple people. Every day and another, we saw something in the news. There is a very important guy from the guys is killed, like, I don't remember, somebody, they kidnapped his wife, I think, and they collect some information from his hard disk. I forgot his name. By the American fighters. So this is meaning nothing. This is meaning nothing. If you kill one person here or another person in another place, you cannot. By the end, you didn't do any action. You are just lying and talking in the media just to let us believe that you are doing something. But at the end of the day, you didn't do anything, and you are talking about the extremism in Syria. You are talking about the extremism which are made by the ISIS. But for me, in my opinion, when you are seeing all of those people are killed by the regime and by the ISIS, and staying silence, this is your extremism. Your action is extremism. Staying silence against all of these criminals is another kind of extremism.